Hi, this is Peter Darts Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing a reading for you. So you basically want to know where your marriage is going and generally what's happening around you for the future. So let's see what's happening with you and your relationship, where you're heading. Okay. See, this is difficult for you now, because it's a bit like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So in other words, if you do keep moving forward with it as it is, you're not trusting, because this is your mistrust card, your fear card, things being done behind your back, sneakiness. Okay, here this is you doing a bit of reevaluating. So if I put that there, I can see that's better, isn't it? So here you're doing a bit of reevaluating. So this is, let's say this is your marriage that you've built up over the years. So do you carry on trying to build it up? Or is it time for you to have something new in your life and start again and build that up to what this is? So this is you here doing a bit of pausing for thought at your life and deciding what you want. So in other words, it feels like what this is trying to say is, it's not about him now, because it's like it feels like he's not going to change. It's about you. It's about what do you want. So either way now, you're going to have something solid to build upon, or new beginnings, and yeah. So, but it is telling you to pay attention. But here, see, this is you not being very happy about things. You're doing a lot of deep thinking about your life now over the next 5 weeks, 5 months. 5 months sort of takes you towards the end of the year. So there's confusion. This is the moon is all about confusion, trying to figure things out. But it does feel like slowly but surely you're coming to an end of a cycle now where you're going to make some changes. This is you making massive decisions, but this is your victory sword. So this is, decisions that you're going to be making, and you're going to make the right decisions for you. And then here, something to come into an end. And then all of a sudden, it's like you're going on to pastures new, a new fresh start, a new beginning. So this is here where the ripples in your life, all your ups and downs, but where the boat's sailing, the waters are getting calmer. So that's your life going on to a new passage of your life. But it feels like to get that new passage of your life, something's got to come to an end. It kind of feels like it's saying to you, it's not saying, look, your marriage is coming to an end, but I do feel like what it is saying is, for you to get the peace and tranquility of what you're looking for in your life, it feels like as if to say you've got to make some difficult changes, and maybe something's got to come to an end so you can have a fresh start and a new beginning. But if you carry on as you are, which is saying that choice is there, that decision is there, you're going to have your ups and downs. So, that's interesting. Let's see what your husband wants. See, it's very similar. See, I've got endings here, but it's like you're coming into it. So whether he wants it or he just wants his cake and eat it, and you're going to make your decisions anyway. So I kind of feel it's not so much what he wants, it's what you want as well. So he may have a choice, but so do you. But don't think his choices are sort of wrecking everything completely. Not necessarily. It's like you're going to have a say in this, or what you do and what you say reflects his choices. So it's very complicated to just say what he wants, because I feel like it's everything that you do can have an impact, or everything that you think and feel can have an impact. Let's see where you're both going long term, which is what I kind of looked at before. So there's a bit of soul searching going on. There's your wish card. There's you sort of looking backwards. There's some kind of contract I've got you signing. See, this is you not being happy. and it's like a bit of a battle in your head. You're trying to work everything out. So it just feels like nothing's changing, nothing's getting better. If anything, it's gradually getting worse. So it feels like there's only really one outcome here, but it's like you've got to make that decision. Let's see where you're going long term. Just you, what you are doing long term. Okay. This is you starting to stand your ground a little bit more. But with this, it doesn't matter what friends say, it doesn't matter what family says, it doesn't matter even what I say. This is about you doing what's best for you. So in other words, you've got to stand your ground. But at the moment, it's like moving forward in the future, even now and in the future, you're feeling a bit restricted. Like you feel so you can't do the things you want to do, but you can, but you've got to break free from that position. It does feel like there is an ending here. See, it's like there's an ending. The darkness is the endings, but the daylight's coming through. The restrictions opposite will come to an end. And you're going to start to feel a bit more empowered about things. So here you are, getting a bit bored and a bit fed up with things, but you will make these decisions. Now, the problem with that you've got is, as you're coming in as the woman of balance, it's like you like to know where everything is, where everything's going, everything in its little neat boxes. So basically, you know, it's like, I suppose it's like fairness. You're trying to be fair. You're trying to get the amicable side of everything. But I don't feel like you're going to get this amicable side with the devil card coming in, because that's your restrictions. You're restricted to what you can and can't do, or what your beliefs are. So again, it goes back to where you've just got to stand your ground and stop worrying what everybody else wants. What do you want? And there's your star card. So everything will come together. There is hope for the future. Things will come together. So again, it kind of points out really as if to say, I feel like, you know, it feels to me like this relationship's coming to an end one way or another. To be honest, I think it's dead in the water already. But it's like it's got to be dealt with. But it does keep saying stand your ground. So although I say that, it doesn't mean, you know, you're going to suddenly get divorced. You know, because you could just keep hanging on. But there's got to come to a point as if to say, how much do you keep hanging on if you're not happy? Because it's paying a price in your mentality, in your strength. It's draining your energy. In fact, let's have a look at your health. Saying I'm looking at health and this card just flew. I don't know if you saw it. The devil card, you've been restricted. Right, so it's affecting your strength. You've got to keep building your strength up. You've got your worries, your concerns. You're not sleeping properly. So it's affecting you in certain ways, not completely bad, negative, but it is affecting you in certain aspects of your health. And also keep an eye on your stomach area. It's like I feel so you're a bit sort of, you know, drained, not looking after yourself, not eating properly, not drinking properly, not sleeping properly. It will start to affect your diet a little bit and your health and your well-being. Right, you might not want to hear this, but I'm going to do it. Let's have a look at new love life, new love coming in. Let's just see what it says. Now, I've got a funny feeling it's not going to mention anything about new love life, but let's see. Yeah, it hasn't. And the reason being is, it's not because it's not there for you. It's because, see this card here, the holding on to the coin there. It's saying, look, you're holding on to what you've got. So a new love isn't going to come in until you've let go and you've walked away from what you've got. So in other words, yes, there is a new beginning. Yes, there is somebody else out there for you, but you've got to let go of what you've got to embrace the new, to find happiness and joy. So there's your marriage card. So you're holding on to your marriage card. Death is basically saying it's got to come to an end so you can have your new beginning. And then when you have your new beginning, your Wheel of Fortune kicks in. You're standing your ground, creating a new path, and then everything takes off really fast for you. So in other words, it's not that it's not there. It's you've got to make some sacrifices. You've got to give up things for what you truly want. So you've got a lot of sorting out to do. But let's just see if there's anything you need to be concerned of or worried about. Just bear me a second. Okay. So let's see if there's anything you need to know now, anything you need to be concerned or worried about. Now, basically now, it's like you've got to create a new life for yourself. It's like your life now needs to move off in a different direction. And for that to happen, things have got to come to an end. And then as you get your ending, then it's like your lovely star card comes in. So it's not that life's negative or wrong or bad or anything like that. It's just new, fresh starts, new beginnings need to come in. So in other words, now everything's waiting on you to make all these positive changes. And then as you do that, you'll be absolutely fine and you can create a new beginning for yourself, a new fresh start. It's all there for the taking. But do you know what? I know I'm saying, like I keep saying, to let go, to move off, and I know it's not simple or easy. It is difficult. But to get the peace, the tranquility, the harmony in your life where you like balance, feels like you've got to make some difficult changes for yourself, and they aren't going to be easy, but it's telling you in a sense that that's what you've got to do. But it is also saying to stand your ground and do what you want to do, not what everybody else is telling you. Now, although I'm kind of guiding you, but in another sense, it's like I'm telling you because I'm quite direct. But I'm not saying you've got to let go of your marriage, because it's nobody wants that to come to an end, do they? It's difficult choices, but these are the choices you've got to make. So in other words, basically, either you've got to accept him for who he is and what he is, so you can count as you are, or he's got to change to give you the balance that you deserve, or the third option, it's got to come to an end. Because the fourth thing is, in a sense, is you just keep carrying on as you are. And you cannot carry on as you are because it's draining you, it's causing you problems. And if you're not careful, I think you'll have a bit of a breakdown. And I don't mean that horribly. I just feel like it's really, really affecting you. And at the moment, you're just about strong enough to deal with it, but it's draining your energy. And eventually it's going to affect your mentality, the way you're looking at everything. So you've got to start to make some difficult changes and choices, and they need to be done, as otherwise it's going to really start to affect your balance, your health, your well-being, and that's not good. But I don't mean to say that in a worrying way. I just mean, breakdowns come in many shapes and forms. Having a good cry is like having a breakdown, isn't it? But it's basically saying something's got to be dealt with, something's got to be sorted. So it's either accept him, or he's got to accept the responsibility he gave to you, or it's time to let go and move on. So I'll let you have a think about that and see what you feel, and I wish you all the best.